Hi everybody and welcome back to Domenic Ruviews, the show where I talk about season 12 of RuPaul's Drag Race while wearing colored seafood on my head. In today's episode, our queens got together and they did a one drag queen show. I really enjoyed this episode, as I do a lot of them, as I've said a lot. I genuinely thought this was a lot of fun to see the queens be so open with themselves, because with a one-person show, it is very important to let the audience see who you are so that we know who exactly you are, who we're talking to, and spending about an hour and a half of our time with. I thought this episode was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed a lot of their shows, and I cannot wait to talk about it. You may be wondering why I am wearing a purple blooper on my head today. Well, the runway theme for today's episode was the color purple in honor of Whoopi Goldberg, our guest judge today, who, might I say, was an amazing guest judge, gave the girls a lot of great advice, and I overall had a really great time just watching her be on my screen. I love her as a person. I think she's super funny and just a super inspiring person in general. But as I do every week, let me talk about some inspirations that I would have done for the runway if I were to create some color purple outfit from my head up here. No, it is not the purple octopus monstrosity that is on my head. It probably would have been either drawn from two different things. Could have taken a Pokemon inspired route, which there were two different things. Lavender Town is a very creepy, ooky, spooky first town from the very first game, and it has a lot of ghost type Pokemon inside of it, like Gengar, Ghastly, Haunter. Pretty sure those were the only ghost type Pokemon in the first game, but I probably would have done something like a glamorous Gengar in reference to Lavender Town. Also, in Pokemon X and Y, there is a fairy type gym leader named Valerie who wears this like very fairy-esque kimono type outfit that I think is very beautiful and lovely. It has some purple elements to it, but also a lot of pink and yellow. I probably would have added a little bit more purple, edited it a little bit, and I think it would have been a lovely garment. But the idea that I think I probably would have gone with the most, that I really like the idea of, is something that I drew inspiration from the game Paper Mario. In the second game, Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door, there is a companion of yours named Vivian. She is a witch. She is all purple. She has these cute little white gloves, a witch hat, some pink hair. I think she's absolutely adorable, and I think that it goes really well with the purple theme. It's also something that you can make really glamorous and lovely, but at the same time has a concept to it and kind of really shows who you are. And that's exactly what I try to do with every look that I come with every week. Is I like having concepts of things that I love and then bringing a fashion element to it and just tweaking it a little bit to make it really cool. But enough talk. Let us sink our tentacles into the looks and how the queens did from this week. Let me get this godforsaken seafood dish off my head. If I knew you were going to be staring at me the whole video judging my opinions, I wouldn't have brought you in the first place. Alright, let us dive right on into our very first queen, Jackie Cox. I really like this look. I think it's interesting to see a campier side of Jackie Cox coming out on the runway. This is something that she has not done before previously on the runway that I really enjoyed. As soon as she walked out, I was like, Monsters Inc. has never looked better. I do get what the judges were saying about it being a little bit craft story, but I mean, come on. Every now and then I think this is really fun to see a queen actually do something like this. It's really fun to see, and you're getting the queen's personality through it. I like the little dots everywhere. I like the yellow hair on top of it to give it a little bit more of a pop. I love the little hairy fingers and the hair everywhere on the outfit itself. Overall, toot for this outfit. Love it. For Jackie's performance in the challenge, I really, going into it because of what they were showing, I thought that she might stumble a little bit, but I was really surprised with how well she did. It was really good. She let us see a part of her that was so amazing to see, opened her heart to us about her family life, but made it entertaining to watch. And that's what I think is so important about a one-person show, is that you are so caring about this person and they are kind of relatable to where you want to hear about their life and you want to hear these stories. And Jackie did exactly that. Like RuPaul said, we fell in love with her today. I thought it was a really good week for Jackie Cox. And good to see after 2 weeks in the bottom. I think this is a really good step in the right direction, especially with how close we're coming to the finale. All right, now we have our winner of this week's challenge, which is Crystal Method. God, Crystal deserved this. This was amazing. She's been deserving of a win for so long, and this was great. This runway look, I know the artist that she's talking about, and I think that it's so cool to reference something like that, and this is Where the Wild Things Are, purple fashion fantasy. She looks like a pile of purple laundry, but in the absolute best way that I can possibly think of. I love this. I love the way she crawled out when she came out for the first time. I think it's super fun. It's absolutely Crystal. And may I say, yet again, Crystal is the most versatile person on the show right now. She, every single week, has switched it up to a different level that we expect from Crystal to just switch it up every single week, but yet we don't expect it at the same time for it to be so crazy and zany and fun, and that's what I love about Crystal. Her One Drag Queen show was absolutely phenomenal. It was so funny to see her doing some of those things, and I don't know, I just got flashbacks to like 80s workout videos with those instructors who would do like the stupidest things but be so serious about it, and I really enjoyed that. I thought it was hilarious, and again, just seeing Crystal for the weird person that she is, and I know that she's gonna make top 4. It is in my heart and in the heart of the cards that Crystal's gonna make top 4. I want her there so bad. She's so amazing, and she deserved this win. Good for you, Crystal. I absolutely love you. But as we know, with every top, there must be, I guess, a bottom. And this week, one of our bottoms was unfortunately Miss Heidi N Closet, Heidi Aphrodite, whatever she going by. I'm still really confused about all this name nonsense. I liked Heidi N Closet, but I mean, this look is elegant and regal, and she looks really good. Her makeup looks good here. She's just improving week upon week upon week, and I'm so happy to see how Heidi has progressed from the very beginning of this competition, and I think that she's had so much exponential growth in a short period of time, and I really fell in love with her for her personality, but seeing her looks step it up every single time too really is what the show is about, is seeing the queens improve and get better as the show goes on, and I really love to see it. As for Heidi in the show, I thought she had a great concept. I think it was a really smart idea to do something about your family, which is something that it's really funny and you know a lot about, and telling people about it in stories can be really funny, doing impressions. It was a good idea. But the way she went about it, it just wasn't showing enough her. It was just switching from accent to accent, from person to person, to doing different voice to different voice. And they did all kind of blend together at some point. We weren't really getting a lot of explanation, just a lot of different dialogue going back and forth between these characters. Which is sad because it was such a great concept, and I think if she would have worked it out a little bit differently, it would have gone 10 times better for her, and I think we would have had a really different outcome here. I do love Miss Heidi N Closet though, and I don't think this was a complete failure for her this week. I think it was still pretty good considering the competition that she's up against, and it was a good idea. I talk a lot with my hands, I'm sure, as y'all are seeing. When I get passionate about something, I dive right in with the hand talking. Oh, ruh-roh, Scooby, it's time to talk about Gigi Good. I was not expecting this. As someone who loves to draw from concepts, I completely forgot that Daphne wears purple. I love Scooby-Doo. It's one of my favorite childhood cartoons of all time. I still to this day rewatch the old cartoons, and I love it. How could I forget? How could I forget that Daphne wears purple and is such an icon? She literally was the fashion icon of that show. I think this is something different for Gigi that she hasn't quite shown us. We've seen a lot of tailored coats. I've seen all the comments about her tailored coats. I understand. But I really, really like this look. I think it's something different for her. Like I said, she looks really good. I love the reference, as I've said multiple times. Concepts are it for me, gal. I love them. I think this is really, really good, and I personally have no complaints with this outfit. It's fun, it's cute, and it's really fashionable. For Gigi in the challenge, you could definitely see her getting nervous and kind of going back towards that script. She was getting very hesitant with herself. And let me just say, it is very interesting to see someone who we saw as such a high-placed frontrunner, winning so many challenges in the first half of the competition, kind of doubt herself on certain things. And of course, like when you're in a pressure cooker situation like this, sometimes that self-doubt just comes out when you least expect it. So I totally understand. But at the same time, like, I know Gigi is so incredibly talented, and I have no doubt in my mind that I think that now that she has realized this about herself, that she does have those doubts and that she is acknowledging that I think it'll go up from here. I think she's incredibly talented, like I said. She is so fashionable and so talented that I have no doubt in my mind that she will make her the top 4, and I think she is really great. It was nice to see Gigi get a little bit of her pace back this week and a little bit more of that high placement. And now our other bottom of the week is Jada Essence Hall. This surprised me. I really loved Jada's runway look. It was absolutely my top 2 to the week. So high fashion, so beautiful, so gorgeous. Are we surprised again? Jada looking amazing? No, we're not. She's always amazing, and I love this look. Favorite of the night. For her one drag queen show, it really shocked me that someone as entertaining and funny as Jada pulled out this story and it just got cringy and awkward. This is a story that I bet, again, like they were saying, it would be really funny if you were like talking to somebody else or like doing something different with it, but for that kind of scenario, just starting with that and jumping right into that story kind of made me uncomfortable as an audience member and as someone who was watching, and I was very, very surprised to see this from Jada. But I mean, her look is absolutely stellar and phenomenal and incredible and amazing. It is my favorite. I mean, she pulls out amazing looks every week, America. Are we surprised? But the one-woman show really kind of dropped the ball for me, and I wasn't expecting it. But like, even so, I still hold no doubt in my mind that Jada's making top 4. I mean, duh, obviously she's like one of the prime contestants to win, can we be honest? But with all that being said, as I've referenced a few times, the bottom 2 in this episode was decided to be Heidi N Closet and Jada Essence Hall. This is Jada's first time in the bottom and her first time ever lip syncing in the whole competition. Well, besides that one time that she was lip syncing because she won, but first time lip syncing being in the bottom 2. Now, these are 2 amazing queens that I really don't want to see either of them go home. But seeing them do this lip sync and have them both killing it in their own ways was super fun to see. This was one of my personal favorite lip syncs of the whole competition. Jada's over here killing it. She's doing high kicks. She's looking great. She pulls it off and has the Prince wig. I mean, come on. It's everything you're looking for. Then Heidi serving us glamour, serving fun, serving comedy at times, as she does, as we've come to expect from Heidi. But this is Heidi's 4th time in the bottom and 4th time lip syncing. So I guess in my mind, it was her time to go, and I kind of knew that going into the lip sync that Jada would probably stay over Heidi, but I just wasn't prepared for Heidi to actually go home because she is so amazing, such a great personality and genuine person, as I've said in pretty much every single review, every time I talk about her. But this lip sync, to me, do I think the right person went home? Unfortunately, yes, I do. I do think that out of the 2, Jada slayed the lip sync, absolutely killed it, and my eyes were more drawn to her than they were to Heidi, which is sad to see. But RuPaul's words when Heidi left the stage saying that she is a star, that this is not the last we'll see of her, that people are going to love her, is amazing and so true. Heidi deserves all the love in the world. She is one of the standout queens from this season, and like I said, similarly to Widow Von Du, was one of the queens going into the competition that I wasn't expecting to love as much as I did. Heidi girl, you are fabulous, amazing, and seeing your improvement has really been such an honor to watch, and I have nothing but love and respect for you. And I'm going to miss you on the show, girl. I'm gonna miss you. I wanted you in my top 4 so bad. Thank God the Jada's at least here for another week, girl, because I am rooting for her in that top 4. I could definitely see her winning this competition, and she needs to be here. But that will be all for today's review. In the next episode, we will see the queens performing a little song and dance. I don't think they're doing the top 4 usual song that they do, or like writing their own verses, because I think they already did that. I'm kind of confused on the topic because apparently they're switching it up for some reason, so I don't really know what we're doing. I think they're doing a Drag Race live performance, like taking something from the live show in Vegas and doing stuff with that. I mean, even regardless, I'm really excited to see the queens perform. That's one of my personal favorite things as a performer myself. I love seeing them sing and dance and just live their life on the stage. So I am excited to see it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that you help me out down below with a like and a subscribe if you want to see more content of mine. I do these reviews every single week, so why not check them out and get some other people's opinions. We are getting closer and closer to the finale. I do not know how they're going to handle the finale, but I mean, whatever it is, we still got our people to root for. We still got queens that need our love and support. So regardless of how this finale ends up happening, let's just send our complete love to every single queen that is going to be in this finale. Let me know down in the comment section below who you are rooting for, whose team you were on, because we're getting to the point where they're going to start asking hashtag whose team you're on. I currently am still on the fence about a lot of people. If I had to narrow it down, I would say I am on Team Jada or Team Crystal. Those are kind of the 2 teams that I'm deciding between. I love both of them so much. But at this point, it's anyone's game. They're all so good. Anyone could win this thing, and I probably would be okay with it because they're all so talented. But again, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next review. Bye-bye!